Hi Craig Trulog. It's not a double stream, it's only a single stream today.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
It's gonna be only one off stream today. In this episode, you know it.
And here he is now.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Thank you, Olmec. Welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple. The rooms are filled with lost treasures that are protected by mysterious minds.
Holy Gamer, welcome in.
Only Olmec knows the legend.
Good evening, go.
The treasures in this temple. Which one are we going to hear about today?
The legend of the lucky pillow of Annie Taylor.
Ah, the lucky pillow of Annie Taylor.
Lucky Pillow of Annie Taylor. I think you have requested this, Craig Trulog, previously. Or was it Cheyenne who requested this?
The green monkeys. The orange iguanas. The purple parrots. Or the silver snakes. They're going to have to pass some pretty tough physical and mental tests.
Today marks the 12th anniversary of my channel. Which channel are you talking about? Your YouTube channel? 12 years of your YouTube channel. Ooh. Jomar, welcome in. Good evening to you. Congratulations, Goldie Gamer. 12 years of YouTubing. That's very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive.
In the end, only one team will have the right to enter Olmec's temple. But first, they have to cross the moat. And Olmec will tell us how they'll have to do it today.
Before you lies an
Waiting for Undercover Co-op and Cheyenne. I think JP Joshua is not gonna turn up today. He's out of town. That's okay.
By their hands and feet and shinny across to the other side. Once the first player is safely across, their partner will cross the same way. As soon as the second player crosses the moat, run over and hit the gong. The first 4 teams to hit their gongs will go on to the next round.
All right, let's get started. Teams, are you ready? Olmec, are you ready?
Let's rock.
On your marks. Get set. Go. Who's going to be first? Oh, green monkeys are down. Here come the blue barracudas. Orange iguanas out in front. You got to get one over. And then you got to get
Dude, it's so difficult to go
and it's tough because you got to wrap your legs
backwards.
around. Orange iguanas out first.
These
Green
kids are
monkeys
so
out the
athletic.
back. Here come the blue barracudas and the red jaguars neck and neck.
That's not fair. The guy is pulling, that spotter guy is pulling that person. Or is he helping her?
Purple parrots not far behind. Orange iguanas though, they're out in front. They're bringing their second person across. Whoa, red jaguars and the blue barracudas are blazing. Orange iguanas coming up slow, but you're
Silver snakes haven't gone.
Nice job by the orange iguanas.
Orange iguanas are through.
Oh, red jaguars just went in and have to go back into the murky fog. Blue barracudas are in.
Blue barracudas are through.
We need 2 more teams. Who's it gonna be? Green monkeys just about across. There they go. Good job. Now his partner's coming. Here come the silver snakes. Looks like we might have the red jaguars. Purple parrots hanging in there. Red jaguars almost there.
This is taking a long time actually.
There goes the red jaguars. We need 1 more team. That's our 4 teams right there. Nice job.
Yo, what is this, man?
There goes the red jaguars.
What is this? What is this doing here? It should be in the temple, right? What is this doing here? They left it over it. Is it broken or something? They left it over here. This should be ideally in the temple, right? That thing, that... Is it an owl? I think it looks like an owl. It should be inside the temple.
We need 1 more team. That's our 4 teams right there.
Yeah, leftover prop. Yeah, that's what.
Way to hang in
Season
there.
1. Ah, good catch.
Knowledge
Season
are
1.
the purple parrots.
They are so oh, look at that. Oh my god, they are so excited.
Also the orange iguanas. The blue barracudas. And the red jaguars. The silver.
Looks like they all have been instructed to jump. Look at all of them, they were jumping. Undercover Cop is here. Welcome in, sir. Look at all of them, they're jumping. All of them. This one is the little
Also
different.
the orange iguanas.
Yeah, they all have been instructed to jump.
The blue barracudas. And the red jaguars. The silver snakes and the green monkeys. They had a tough moat to cross. They're not going to go away empty-handed.
The owl wasn't used in Temple in season 2, but smoke would come out of it from the pit of the pendulum in season 3. Oh, okay. Jomar comes in with interesting fact.
It's now time for Olmec to tell us about the legend of the heart-shaped pillow of Annie Taylor. But teams, pay attention because your knowledge of the legend can bring you a step closer to the temple.
One of the greatest daredevils of all time was Annie Taylor. When she turned 50, she decided to be the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. She had a carriage maker build a strong barrel with a harness to hold her in place.
This is madness.
Said the county coroner when he heard of her plans.
You must not do it.
But Annie would not listen. With a crowd watching, Annie climbed inside her barrel, strapped herself in, and put a heart-shaped red satin pillow behind her head. She bobbed through the waves, swept over the falls, and crashed below. The barrel held and floated ashore, and Annie emerged uninjured. According to legend, a reporter asked,
How did you do it? My lucky pillow.
Annie said, holding it aloft. The town put up a plaque for Annie's accomplishment, but her lucky pillow was soon forgotten. Your quest is to find the heart-shaped pillow of Annie Taylor and bring it back here.
Bring it back
David,
here.
tell us, where is the pillow, Olmec?
The heart-shaped pillow of Annie Taylor can be found in Medusa's lair.
All right, teams, you're now standing on the steps of knowledge. In a minute, Olmec will ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, I want you to stomp down on the ancient marking in front of you. If you're right, you're going to move down to the next
That
level.
gargoyle's
If you're wrong or run out of
presence in
time,
season 3 reminds me
give
of the
other
game
teams
show's
a chance to
review
answer.
description, but
The
I
first two
won't
teams to
actually
make
get
it
the
to the
video.
bottom level will be one step closer to Olmec's temple. Olmec, we're now ready for your first question.
Was Annie Taylor the first person to survive going over Angel Falls, Niagara Falls, or Victoria?
Blue Barracudas.
Niagara Falls.
That is correct.
Nice job, Blue Barracudas. Step down. Next question.
Did Annie Taylor go over Niagara Falls in a carriage, a canoe?
Orange iguanas.
A barrel.
That is correct.
There you go, Orange iguanas. Step down. Next question, Olmec.
Do newlyweds go to Niagara Falls to spend their honeymoon, their first
Blue
anniversary?
Barracudas.
Your honeymoon.
That is correct.
There you go. Blue Barracudas are just one step away from the Temple Games. We have room for two teams. Next question.
Which of these Canadian provinces is across the falls from New York State?
Purple Parrots.
Ontario.
That is correct.
Nice job. Step down, Purple Parrots. They've checked in. Next question, Olmec.
Which of these is the name of the Canadian section of Niagara Falls? Horseshoe Falls, Angel Falls, or Victoria Falls?
Orange iguanas.
Angel Falls.
Incorrect.
Victoria.
Blue Barracudas.
Horseshoe Falls.
That is correct.
Nice job. We got our first team going to the Temple Games.
Oh wow, 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 wow.
The Blue Barracudas. Nice job. They're all fired up. We still have room for
They
one
are
more.
super
Anybody's
excited.
game. Next question, Olmec.
Does the water going over Niagara Falls come from Lake Ontario, Lake Champlain, or Lake Erie?
Purple Parrots.
Lake Erie.
That is correct.
Nice job, Purple Parrots. Come on down. Purple Parrots are just one step away from the Temple Games. Still time for the Red Jaguars. Let's keep going. Olmec.
Are Lakes Erie and Ontario part of the Mississippi River?
Purple Parrots.
The Great Lakes.
There was no
That is
sound.
correct.
We've got our two teams. They're going to the Temple Games. It's the Blue
For the last one, there wasn't any sound, if I'm not wrong.
Purple-
Are Lakes Erie and Ontario part of the Mississippi River?
Purple Parrots.
The Great Lakes.
That is correct.
We've got our two teams. They're going to the Temple Games. It's the Blue Barracudas. Good job in the Purple Parrots. Nice going. Come on over here, Orange Iguanas. Red Jaguars. Tough match. Great teams. The Orange Iguanas and the Red Jaguars are not going away empty-handed. We got a great gift for them.
I'm a little scared for this girl. Look at her facial expressions. Look at her. Is she crying, or is she hyper excited, or is she worried, or is she super happy? I don't know. Look at her. Look at her.
Disney's 16th. Come on over here, Orange Iguanas. Red Jaguars, tough match. Great teams. The Orange Iguanas and the Red Jaguars are not going away empty-handed. We got a great gift for them. And
She's crying. It looks like she's crying.
here's what it is.
Disney's 16th animated masterpiece,
Ah.
Sleeping Beauty. Now in a brand new limited edition from Walt Disney Home Video.
We'll tell you her feeling
These
later.
teams will be playing for the right to enter Olmec's temple, and they'll do it right after this.
Count the amount of times they hug each other. Count the amount of times they hug each other, especially the blue barracudas. They could have made a better thing of that heart-shaped pillow. It looks like a regular pillow.
Welcome back to Legends. Now, of course, the time has come where the glory will go to the fastest and the
Glory will
strongest.
come, go.
Let's hear it for Stuart and Jimmy on the purple
Sounds like my
Barracudas,
English.
and John and Missy on the blue Barracuda. Why don't you guys get ready for your games, and let me tell you what's going to happen over here. In the Temple Games, teams are competing to win pendants of life. The winning team are going to need those pendants to protect them from the dreaded Temple Guards as they make their way through the temple. There are 3 Temple Games, and Omac will tell us about Temple Game number 1.
Okay.
Annie Taylor was the first person to go over Niagara Falls. Before you
Niagara
stand the cliffs
Falls.
of Niagara.
Wow.
When Kirk gives the signal, push on the cliff to create a hand or foothold and pull yourself up. Then find another movable spot. When you get to the top of the wall, grab the handle and ride the waterfall back down. The first player to land, or the one that's further along at the end of 60 seconds, wins.
All right, that's a tough mountain to climb. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. On your marks, get set, go. You gotta find the right hole. Purple Parrots on their way up, but they gotta get the first foothold in. Blue Barracuda's trying to find theirs. It's tough, you wanna go up, but you gotta find the footholds. Purple Parrots working tough. Now that one's not gonna go in, you gotta find the one that's gonna go in.
Oh,
There goes the Purple Parrots. John's gotta find
none of them is opening up for blue barracudas. None of them. Alright.
He's going up. Try to look for some more.
I mean, it's obvious the blue barracudas will lose. They are further down.
Still plenty of time to catch up.
These are very
Jimmy's
tough.
doing a great job. Now there goes John. He's finding it now. Few seconds left. Can he catch up? All right, come on down. Nice and easy, Jamia. Good job. Come on down. All right, John, come on over here.
Another case where the girl wins against the boy. How wonderful is that?
Gets the half pennant of life with her Purple Parrots. That gives the Purple Parrots a half pennant of life. The Blue Barracudas can catch up in the next round. They don't have any pendants yet, but it's worth a half pendant. Let's check it out. Olmec, tell us about it.
For her trip over the falls, Annie Taylor had an extra strong leak-proof barrel constructed. Beside you stands a box which could, at any moment, spring a leak from any one of its 5 holes. Your task is to predict where that leak might be and plug it before it occurs. When Kirk gives the signal, plug the hole where you think the leak will spring first. If you're right, the water will be plugged and not appear. Otherwise, it will squirt you. Then you'll remove your stoppers and try again. The player with the most correct predictions in 60 seconds wins.
All right. We know they're going to get a little wet. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. On your mark. Get set. Make your choice.
3.
Squirt. They both got hit. No score. Make a choice. Squirt. No score. Make a choice. Squirt. Oh, score for the purple. Make a choice. Squirt.
Oh,
Make a choice. Squirt. Oh, another score for the purple. 2-0 purple. Make a choice. Squirt. No score. Make a choice. Squirt. All right, no score. Make a choice. Squirt. Oh, no score. Make a
Ooh.
choice. Squirt. Blue Barracudas need to catch up. Oh, Purple Parrot scored again. 3-0. Make your choice. Squirt. All right, scored again for the Purple. Make your choice. Squirt. 16 seconds left. Purple scored again. Make your choice.
It's 2-0 for purple.
All right, make your choice. Squirt. All right, make your choice. Squirt. Oh, Blue Barracuda's finally scored. Make a choice. Squirt.
Squirt.
Oh, poor Blue Barracudas. She got wetter than Annie Taylor did on her trip. She didn't get one. She only got one score, and the Purple Parrots got 5 scores. That gives the Purple Parrots the half pennant of life. Just to recap it, that gives the Purple Parrots 1 full pennant, and the Barracudas haven't scored yet, but the next game is worth a full pennant. It's the
Is there a pattern to the waters coming out of that hole, or is it just random?
Above the falls, then floated her way through the rapids and over the edge. All you have to do is go through the rapids and come back. When Kirk gives the signal, each team will push their boat off and go through the rapids. Make sure the bow of your boat crosses the rope line. When it does, turn the boat around and row to the lifesaver. Grab it and pull yourself back to safety. The first team to land all 4 of their feet on the dock, or the team that's further along at the end of 60 seconds, wins. Be careful not to touch the ground, or you will be pulled back to the rope line to start again.
Let's set sail. Let's get off to the edge here.
It's random, but 2 episodes had a pattern.
Clock at 60
Okay.
seconds.
Thank you.
On your marks, get set, go. Land ho! Look out, you might go over the edge. You don't want to go over the edge. It's an even match all the way. Now comes the turn, and this is the key point. How well can you do? You turn. It's like a 3-point turn, really.
3-point turn. Driving school.
Use their stick, nice technique. Grab the inner tube. It's going to be a race to the end.
Go for it, Blue Barracudas. I think they will. I mean, I know this.
Oh, it's going to come down to the end. Who can get out first? Here come the Blue Barracudas. That's it. Time's up. Oh, not time's up, but the Blue Barracudas got off first. Good job by the Blue Barracudas. They just made it ahead of the Purple Parrots. And that gives them the full pendant of life.
It's a tie.
So we have the Blue Barracudas with the full pendant, the Purple Parrots with a full pendant. We've got a tie. Let's bring in the tiebreaker pedestal. Come on down, guys. Blue Barracudas over here, Purple Parrots over here. Put your hands around the gong. I'm going to give you the tiebreaker rules. In a minute, Omek will ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, hit the gong in front of you. If you're right, and you will have 3 seconds to answer, and if you're right, you and your partner will be going inside the temple in search of the heart-shaped pillow of Annie Taylor. But if you're wrong or run out of time, I'm going to give the other teams a chance to answer. All clear? All right, put your hands up to the sides over here. All right. Omek, we're now ready for your final question.
Do the Great Lakes empty into the Mississippi River, the St. Lawrence River, or the Delaware River?
Blue Barracudas.
The St. Lawrence River.
Oh,
That is correct.
The Blue Barracudas are going to the temple.
there you go.
Delayed reaction by Omek, but he's sending the Blue Barracudas to the temple. Missy can't believe it. She was determined.
Okay, if I were a producer or part of the crew of this episode, and if I'm watching this girl giving these reactions, firstly I would be worried. I would just stop the shoot. I would ask her to calm down, because that is scaring me. That is literally scaring me. In real life as well, I get scared of people who show hyper reactions or something. I get scared. I kind of back away. I mean, that's me in real life. And watching her, I'm a little concerned. I don't know how things went during that day when the shoot happened, but
And she got paid off. Great job, Blue Barracudas. They fought a hard-fought match. They never going inside the temple in search of the heart-shaped.
he was about to say Mississippi, right?
Wrong or run out of time. I'm going to give the other teams a chance to answer. All clear? All right, put your hands up to the sides over here. All right. Omek, we're now ready for your final question.
Do the Great Lakes empty into the Mississippi River, the St. Lawrence River, or the
I think they both tapped it at the right time. Can I take a look again?
All right. Olmec, we're now ready for your final question.
Do the Great Lakes empty into the Mississippi River, the St. Lawrence River,
Ah, just a second. Just half of a second ahead.
or the Delaware River?
Blue Barracudas.
Blue Barracudas.
The Miss
The St. Lawrence River.
That is correct.
pulled it, literally.
The Blue Barracudas are going to the temple. Delayed reaction by Olmec, but he's sending the Blue Barracudas to the temple. Missy can't believe it. She was determined and she got paid off.
Hi, Joshua.
Great job, Blue Barracudas. They fought a hard-fought match. They never gave up.
I
love the
feel
Purple
sad
Bears. I wish I could send them to the temple.
for the
We're
parrots.
going to give them a great gift, and here's what it is.
A savings bond from Skechers.
Savings
Footwear.
bond.
Makers of fun, exciting, cool shoes, sneakers, and boots. Skechers, it's the S.
The Blue Barracudas are a wild bunch, so now we're going to see if they...
Cool shoes, sneakers, and boots. Skechers, it's the S.
The Blue Barracudas are a wild bunch, so now we're going to see if they can make it through Olmec's temple, retrieve the heart-shaped pillow of Andy Taylor. Right after this, give me...
Did Cheyenne say he wouldn't make it? I don't know. It's early morning over here. It's like 6 a.m. so he must be asleep. It's 6 a.m. right here, so he must be asleep. He didn't say anything.
Welcome back. The Blue Barracudas fought
Let me
back
see if
all
I
the
can
way
text
and now
him.
have proven themselves worthy and have earned the right to enter Olmec's temple. But first, let's get some information to help them retrieve the heart-shaped pillow of Annie Taylor.
You could start by climbing through the ledges and climbing down into the pit of despair.
Okay.
Crawl through the pit, then race into the throne room. Sit on the throne of the pretender, and you could choose to go up into Medusa's lair, where you can grab the heart-shaped pillow. Or you might journey into the treacherous swamp. If you escape, you might have a chance to enter the dark forest. Reach into the hole and find the key, but be careful. One of the trees could be inhabited by the spirit of a temple guard. If they grab you, you'll have to give up a pendant of life. Next, plow through the wall and into the mine shaft. Ride the elevator up into the viper's nest and pull the snakes from the
Since the
jar to
Articraft
open
is in
door
Medusa's lair, you
to the
don't have to worry
shrine
about a
of the
repeat of last
serpent
week's. I'm
among
going,
the
okay, got it.
Assemble
Cheyenne Faisal, 200 years for you, man. People were just asking about you.
Smash the clay pots to find the key, which will allow you into the observatory. Put together the puzzle on the stone column and jump back into the pit. Then pass through the crypt.
Race
Down
down
the stairs and back through the temple gate. The choices are yours.
Cheyenne did an impersonation of Olmec. It was very impressive, actually.
I am.
Very well, Missy. When Kirk gives the
Missy. Oh,
You'll
Missy.
through the
Missy.
gates into the temple and make your way towards the heart-shaped pillow. Hidden inside the temple are temple guards assigned to protect 3 specific rooms. You can trade your pendant for an extra life and go on. But if you're caught without a pendant, you'll be taken out of the temple, and it'll be John's turn to enter and try his luck.
John.
If you reach the heart-shaped pillow, all the doors...
It feels like I have seen John somewhere in any other show.
Return through the gate.
His facial features
Handsomely rewarded. And here's how.
kind of makes me think that he participated in something else. I might be wrong.
Radio-controlled off-road buggy with front and rear suspension, removable crystal, and more. Includes rechargeable battery pack and charger.
Yeah, John's focused.
Grab the lucky pillow within 3 minutes, and you'll also receive this fully programmable 4-head special effects VCR by Magnavox.
VCR. Wow. VCR was a thing in the 90s.
VCR control. Smart, very smart. From Magnavox. If you can bring the lucky fellow out of the temple before the event is up, then you both be going to the Bahamas!
Bahamas.
Princess Resort on exciting Grand Bahama Island, offering tennis, swimming, and international entertainment. Fun for the whole family from Bahamas Princess Resort.
They want to go to the
Look at Olmec covered in the smoke. I love this. I love this.
Bahamas. All right, well, we'll see about that. Let's get our mouthpieces in. All right, they have one pendant. You're going to need all the luck you can get here. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Olmec, please lower your gate.
True, Gold League gamer.
All right, Missy. On your mark. Get set. Go. There she goes. Into the temple.
Commentary.
Will she go up or down? She's heading down into the ledges. She'll have to find a door that'll open. Will it be the first door?
Who is this?
Will it set the tone? Yes, it opens. She's heading into the pit of despair. Now one of those doors will open. Which one will it be?
Who is this?
She's heading for the middle door. That's the one that'll lead her into Medusa's lair, but it won't open. So she'll have to try another. She's heading into the door to the observatory. Oh, that doesn't open. She's going to have to go down into the throne room.
Okay.
For the throne room, where she'll have to sit down, compose herself, think about a new plan. Where's she going to go?
Oh my god, she's gonna...
Oh, temple guard. She has a pendant. She gives it to him. She looks up.
Why does the temple guard do this?
So she's going to have to head into the swamp. Into the swamp. Oh, the swamp.
Missy.
Oh, will she ever get out of the swamp? Through the tangled vines. She opens the door that's going to head her into the dark forest. Inside the dark forest, she'll have to reach into the hole in one of the trees to find the key. Will it be that tree? Will there be a temple spirit inhabiting it? No, she'll have to find another tree.
John.
Oh, she's got it. She's got the key. Now she's going to head up into the shrine of the silver monkey. She's got 1:32. She's got plenty of time. She'll have to put together the silver
Oh, she's
monkey.
too short.
It's always hard. First the base,
But she makes it.
then the middle, and then the head. She's doing a great job. Hope she doesn't run into a temple guard.
I'm put off because of the commentary, to be honest.
She slams the head down. She'll go in the king's storeroom.
Dude, she's too short to...
Nice job, Missy. Into the king's storeroom.
Huh?
Step on, Missy. Find the key. Less than 1 minute, Missy. Find the keyhole. She was nervous all day.
Back to default.
She's been nervous. But that's worked her benefit.
She's been nervous.
Into Medusa's lair. If she can get it, she got the VCR. How can she get out of here? How much time?
Come on, Missy.
She's into the pit of despair. Come on, Missy, work. She's got 30 seconds. She's
Come
gonna
on.
do it, ladies and gentlemen. She's gonna do it. Come on out, Missy.
Come on, Missy. Good job, Missy.
Missy did it. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah.
She's been nervous all day and that worked for her. She got it all. The remote control car, the Magnavox VCR, the Bahamas Resort
Oh my god.
vacation.
Control her, boys.
See us next time for another great legend of the Hidden Temple. Bye-bye.
I love the reaction of John. Yeah, I love the reactions of John actually. Look at him after they win.
30 seconds. She's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. She's gonna do it. Come on out, Missy. She bumped her head.
You can do it.
She got it. Missy did it. She can believe it. Can you
Wow.
believe it? She's been nervous all day and that worked for her. She got it all. The remote control car, the Magnavox VCR, the Bahamas Resort vacation.
John is like, oh, okay. Yeah, you have done it. Yeah.
The Hidden Temple.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I know you have done it. You know, one thing, I mean, this is a great run, obviously, but somewhere, I mean, this is the episode, right, which was reshot because she had health issues and this was reshot. I mean, we can talk about this, but I feel John doesn't get much credit in this episode. Obviously, he didn't have anything to do in the temple run, but I think in the decider game, he was the one who took them to the temple. That's my opinion. He was the one who took them to the temple with that answer in the tiebreaker and also in that, what do you say, that boat thing that you had to go down and come back. He surely gets credit, but again, it's, you know, she would get the limelight, but I think John also deserves a lot of credit for, you know, whatever has happened. Hi, Goalie Gamer. Congratulations on your 12-year anniversary, firstly. Alright. Undercover Cop Shan, please make your way inside. Yep. He came in right at the start of the temple run. Hello, good evening, good morning. Oh, it's good night for you. Okay. Cool. What a great episode this has been. Who wants to give their review first? And then I have a lot of questions about this episode. Who wants to give their review first? Goalie Gamer, you want to go ahead?
One pendant run for a treasure in the center room to be a challenge, but for a solo victory, it worked out perfectly for Missy. She only encountered one temple guard the entire run, and according to the placement of the other temple guards, it was a good thing she started with the ledges. Overall, this ended up being an excellent run. Well done.
So this was reshot, right?
Now, like I know it's been speculated that that maybe that they had to like cut footage.
Yeah.
For footage due to some health incident behind the scenes, but actually, I don't know any source that can actually back up this claim.
Okay.
You have more to your review?
Yep, that's all I got.
I was just gonna say, there's no like real cut where you can go, okay, this is where they stopped filming or anything like that. Like, okay. It looks, for the most part, it looks pretty much straight through the 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you see, here she is going to the ledge, and again, they're supposed to reset them to where they were when they stopped the clock. I don't know. It could have been her, but I've never heard anything that concretely determines that it was her. She was clearly nervous.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. A lot of the contestants.
Yeah. I think True Boy, he was noticing that her reaction after the tiebreaker.
And I think that's what makes this run the more popular and the more emotional and what people love, I think, about this episode, and that you have this girl who was nervous all day, who, and again, why I love this episode, I think went into that temple thinking, best case scenario, I get captured by the second guard, and then John goes in and wins it. And to see her win it, and again, the look on her face, and just that amazingness of this story of this girl who was nervous all day, nervous the whole shooting of the show, who ends up being the one to take it home. To me, that is why this version, this episode is amazing, and to me, that will always be my number one argument why this show is amazing, and why the reboot was not. Okay. There is no moment like this in the reboot, and there never could have been one.
It's okay, we'll not get there.
I'll not mention the reboot anymore after this.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I love this episode. I love the tiebreaker. I think this is one of the few times where that moat crossing didn't take forever. Oh, and also, I don't know if Annie Taylor actually did go over Niagara Falls. There's some stipulation that didn't actually happen.
So so basically that could be like an urban legend.
It sounds like an urban legend.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm glad you're saying that you won't talk about the reboot in this call. Good, because I know I have my opinions about it, but I'd rather discuss them privately with Drew Boy.
It's okay, Goalie Gamer. Craig Tulloch is asking you a question. Where are the other 2 temple guards?
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me get that for you.
Probably not 100% certain, and I know what the wiki says, but it's probably right. They probably are in the crypt and then the mine shaft.
Okay.
Well, without even looking at the wiki, my first hunch could have been would have been the crypt. So, which means that if it was there, then she made the right first move.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the crypt. It does say the crypt. So, if Missy went there, then John would have had to go in the temple.
Oh, okay.
So,
and if she had broken through the wall and not found the key, he would have.
Then John would have had to go. Then either John would have had to go in, or if Missy started in the crypt, it would have been a triple seizure run.
Yes.
And I don't know if John could have made it to the heart in a minute 30. Maybe he could have, but it doesn't seem likely. So.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know how fast of a runner John actually is.
Right, but I'm saying just from the point of view of there's only a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, he would have to make up
a lot.
He'd have to go through the ledges, and it's very difficult to go through those quickly.
Yeah.
He'd have to sit on the throne, which takes forever to spin around.
Yeah.
It would have been very difficult for him to get to the pillow.
Yeah, that is unless.
But it would have been. I would have bet against it rather than for it happening.
That is unless you're either Gator from the Muscle Shell Armor of Apanupek or Shem from the Golden Earring of Henry Morgan.
We haven't done that episode yet.
Oh, the second one I haven't done it. Yeah.
Well, details will be coming up if he ever does that one.
Yes. Shine, you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, yes, I'm right over here. So, yep, I got it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Drew Boy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna get ready for this. Okay, so, I used to watch this episode, like, when I was young, and, this is really my favorite episode, so, Missy would become the first contestant to overcome the difficulties of retrieving an artifact from the central room of the temple. She first, went down into the ledges. She only encountered one temple guard in the throne room. From here, she followed the bottom path all the way to the dark forest, where she immediately went upwards and continued along the top floor directly to the artifact. So, she sped into the Medusa's lair, grabbed the pillow, and darted out, climbing past the pit of despair and through the ledges until she raced up the final path behind Olmec, and then down the stairs to record an incredible solo win with 20 whole seconds to spare. 100% well done. And that was one of the moments in a temple run that she became joyous, that she nearly cried, hugging her partner and Kirk as a celebration for her win.
Yeah.
All her nervous energy throughout the show paid off. Kirk's enthusiasm towards the temple run was additionally quite memorable. Missy and John deserved the trip to Bahamas. I mean, no doubt I have. And yeah, so absolutely I love this run. And the other 2 temple guards she did avoid.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Because John would have, like Gamer said, the assumption is that if she went up into the crypt, then John had to take over. If she didn't take the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, she would have been taken out in the mine shaft, or this run would have gone worse. Yeah. But, well done.
I was going to point out, I think this is one of the few times that in Season 2 where Kirk hugs a contestant. Like, clearly, he's not faking it.
Yeah.
I was going to comment on the commentary, the fact that it's so different.
Yeah.
It clearly was recorded later. I have a theory, not proven, because when it changes, you hear John in the background. I think that maybe John was yelling too loud and it picked up on Kirk's microphone or something like that. That's my guess, but I don't know that for a fact.
But usually Kirk Fogg is near the monitor, right?
Not in season 2.
Ah.
His voice was dubbed over for most of Missy's run until she entered the King's storeroom.
Oh, okay. So
I mean,
yeah, good.
yeah, I mean Kirk. Yeah, I thought it was the demo guy doing Kirk's, voice. I mean, I was like,
yeah, it looked very different actually. Yeah.
Kirk did some helium and then he recorded the commentary for this episode.
Exactly. It sounded like he inhaled helium and he kind of spoke after it. How many times were there a re-dubbing of commentary? I think there were quite few times, right?
In season 2, I think it happens more often than not. It doesn't happen at all in season 1. And then season 3, I think maybe a handful of times, maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And it's only like part of it, not necessarily the whole thing.
Okay.
So do you have sources that can back up your claim of Kirk's commentary not always being live?
Yeah, he said in an interview, Kirk said in an interview, he said one of the reasons why he loved season 2 so much is because he got to go back to LA to do re-record some commentary that he had messed up the first time because he wasn't giving commentary. He was saying, go up. He was giving direction, and if you can hear it a lot in season 1, rather than saying, this is what's happening, she's doing this, I think she can, like that kind of stuff, not, oh, you might want to, you hear it a lot in season 1, you hear him say, oh, you might not want to do that, you might not want to do, like, you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I think season 2, they wanted to make sure that they dubbed out all those, you might want to type commentary. But yes, he confirmed it, he said season 2, he went into a booth and re-recorded some of the commentary.
So does this mean that half of the episodes his commentary was live?
I'm just going by my memory of each episode and what I heard. I know that there's some where it's very obvious that it was redubbed, and then there's some where it's not so obvious, and then there's some parts where he only redubs like a little part of it. Usually when there's a half pendant that gets missed or gets found, usually that's dubbed in later, and I think that's because it's hard for him to see someone picking up a half pendant. It's hard to see that. And also, I think maybe he doesn't know where the half pendant is, but I don't in season 2, but I don't know that for a fact. But I do know that if you watch most episodes with a half pendant, a lot of them have him clearly dub in later. They passed up the half pendant, or oh, they've got the half pendant now. I think I think more often than not, you'll find at least some redubbing in season 2. If you look really hard.
I already gave a good example when previously when was talking in this Stonehead of the Evil King. You already heard that, but I don't want to talk more details about it. Well, you already know, guys. The one that I requested Drew Boy for, like. Kirk points out the other. I mean, he points out the other half pin, but we do see it on screen rarely. I know. Yeah. Well, he hasn't. You haven't done this one yet, Drew Boy. I already mentioned the Lost Love Letter of Captain John Smith.
Cool. I will do it soon. And
yeah,
it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also Galileo's Cannonball, like
the first, not a spoiler, the first fully completed taped episode.
And also regarding this temple game, if anyone can help me, the water coming out of those holes. So there was no pattern, right? And how would they kind of sprinkle the water? Was there a switch that they would tap?
I'm guessing that that the order they went in was probably like decided behind the scenes, but the randomness is what was what made it interesting.
Ah.
Well, I think there's a I believe that there's a double hose with 5 button operated valves. And someone is pressing a button that opens the valves that correspond to a specific number. Who knows if he's... I actually don't have an answer. I don't know if he's just... I mean, he can't be picking randomly, or if it was like a predetermined...
Yeah.
thing that they picked out ahead of time and said, like, make sure you follow this exact pattern. Probably the second one, but I don't know that for a fact. I can't imagine that they, like, programmed a computer to spray the water, because water and electricity in 1993 don't mix.
Yeah, well. Then again, with today's technology, like pre-programming is actually simple.
Yeah.
And you could do it, and you could have small enough chips that you wouldn't have to worry about water damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although there were at least 2 episodes. I think Craig pointed this out too. That where the contestants were actually given the sequence ahead of time, and they had to get to try to remember it, like a memory game. But now I remember one of them, and I don't know if don't remember if Drew Boy has done this one yet.
I believe he's done both.
Oh, he has done both.
Are you talking about Suleiman?
Yes, that's the one I remember. Where dining room, Golden Way, Treasury.
No, I don't think
Maybe
so.
not.
I've done that.
No, but either way, they're going to play that game if you ever watch that episode. Not a huge spoiler.
Okay.
But the other one is Alibaba. I know. Which
the Golden Stallion of Alibaba.
You already did this one?
There's 9 holes instead of 5.
Wow.
And they're shown a pattern, and they have to cover up the hole. Like, then they repeat the pattern, and you have to cover up, kind of like a Simon game. And whoever remembers the most correctly wins. So whereas this one's luck-based, that one is memory-based.
Right.
Which I prefer, because that's a skill, whereas luck is there's no way to what's the word I'm looking for? There's no way to do well. You either get lucky or not, which isn't very interesting.
Yeah. But that's the interesting part of that one.
I'll shut up so someone else can talk.
Okay.
Well, gamer.
Go ahead.
Yes, Cheyenne?
Yeah, also I sent you the pictures of the room layouts that I made myself, the temple rooms that I made myself on Paint. What do you think about it?
I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them. You sent these back on July 15th, and I gotta say, they look nice. I can see, like, the crypt, I can see the pit, King's storeroom, and the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, even the Jester's Court.
The new room that I made, like, instead of the ancient like the treasury room, like, for example, the Golden Idols, the treasure room. I don't like this room. The room of the Golden Orbs, the King's storeroom formerly, and then the room of the Ancient Warriors. I made this room called the Spinning Spare. You have to spin the spare, and it's like a similarity like the observatory, like you spin the sundial on the celestial lights. I mean, in the 2 black doors, the temple guard can hide in any of the 2 black doors. So that's called the spinning spare. I accidentally said the spare room, but this is called the spinning spare. So yeah.
That's actually that's a cool concept, actually.
Yeah. And the lightning. I kind of like the lightning room. It doesn't mean I hate the other room, the top corner, like the secret password. I do like the lightning room. I wish they would have made this room stay a bit longer. Drew Boy still love my dark forest. The hugging trees that I made. Cop, I'll share you the pictures of the room that I'm designing myself.
Lovely.
Yes. Yeah. Granted, there were a few rooms that didn't get the attention that I didn't get the respect I felt like they really deserve. So these drawings are great.
Thanks, man.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure you already both seen the room layout that I made when I already joined. That was the room layout that I made.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying something.
I saw that, and I even saw that you mentioned the one he did like a while back, which was
the War Fan of the 47 Ronin.
Yes. That was one that I remember. Like, I mentioned the outcome. I remember that quite well.
Did anyone count the amount of times they hugged each other in this episode? It was like instantaneous every time.
It was. I didn't keep track. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of like around, I don't know, like maybe 22,000.
Oh my god. I think it's the most by any contestants, actually.
Yeah.
Love it. And what happened after this episode? Did the crew talk to her? Any update on that? I mean, she was so anxious throughout. Yeah.
Probably. They probably congratulated her. They were probably as amazed as Kirk was.
Yeah. And would these guys' parents be sitting over there? I think they would be, right?
No, they're in a control. They're in a room backstage so that they don't interfere with the contestants.
They're not even seated in the crowd that we see in the background.
No. Oh. No, they want them. They want to. Someone told me. So I read this in an interview. It's like they want to keep them separate because you don't want them interfering or saying something to their kids or yeah. Or being a terrible stage parent type thing. They want to make sure that doesn't happen either on camera.
Okay.
So, which I don't know if that ever did happen on this show, but yeah. Yeah, they're in a room somewhere in the studio watching it on the way we're watching it.
I remember watching a interview of Kirk Fogg, or was it a podcast, that he mentioned that there was an episode where the girl was anxious from start to end. She had pizzas and she threw up in the pit, and they had to kind of clean up and redo the run. So
you may never know.
Yeah.
You may never know which episode that was for certain. It's possible it was this one, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I thought it was you. Oh, which by the way, can you show your original run of Milk Bucket of Fritas since you?
Right now, I know you asked this a lot of times, but can we do it next week?
Yes, but can I send you a reminder beforehand?
Yeah, sure. I know you asked this a lot of times. Right now I'm running out of time, so I can't do this right now. But next week for sure, 100% sure. 100% sure. I won't start the stream without doing that. Okay, take my word for it.
You have a planned episode for next week? Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
Okay, so Cop, I'm gonna share.
We need to hop off. So ask me in the chat. Text me.
Okay.
We still have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Go. Hurry.
Okay, I was saying that I'll share the rooms that I designed by myself. I'll share them for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And what about your Takeshi's Castle episode?
It just premiered. It premiered last week here in the United States.
Damn,
I don't know
how
exactly the same as. Sorry. No, it's exactly the same as the Japanese version, just with English subtitles.
Any idea when it's gonna be in India? I don't see any updates.
No, but the minute I find out, I'll let you know.
Sure. Okay, wonderful. Any last touch-ups before we wind off?
Okay.
Nothing much.
Okay.
Good episode.
I got one. I'm hoping like maybe it's possible that my suggestion of the game show review episode, we can do that for a future stream.
I saw the video. You want us to do a watch along of that entire thing?
I definitely would like to see your reactions to it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. The only thing is, even next Friday, I don't know if I can have time, because the thing is I have to go out every Friday. I mean Saturday morning. But I'll see. Maybe we can start a stream a little early, like 10-15 minutes. And then I can do it. I have to do that episode what Cop asked. And then this and then that. So I'll find out a way. And then we will do that.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
Yep. Alright. That's it from my end. Anything else from you guys before we say bye-byes?
Nope.
Nothing much.
Cool. Next, we'll meet up next August 11th, Friday for you guys, August 12th for me. We'll meet up then and we'll do more episodes, or we'll do the regular stuff.
Also, congratulations, Gamer, 12th anniversary.
Yeah, 12.
Yep, thank you, Cheyenne.
12 long years. Wonderful.
All right, take heart, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, take care.
Take care, Cop.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay. All right. That was that, and we enjoyed this episode. I personally did. Thank you, Jomar. Thank you, Craig. I hope you have enjoyed this watch along. JP Joshua, you said you're gonna share your thesis on how the temple layout should be. I think you mentioned it before last week, so I'm waiting for that. If you can share that, I want to go through that. Other than that, thank you so much, everyone. I have to run at 7 a.m. and I have to go out. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday night, Friday evening, Saturday morning, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace out. Bye bye.